again with another video, and this time we're going to work towards showing you guys how to get your user on. Now this whole little segment is going to tie into the defense that I'm going to show you a little bit later. So taking a different approach. I was being very lazy and just like voice overing broadcasts and stuff like that, but I'm gonna go back to the old method to where I just take videos and I edit them and, you know, show you guys everything from Jump Street and try not to be lazy about it. Sorry about that. Okay, so this new defense will require you to be a good user. It's basically going to be a defense that everybody's running, that you guys want to run. It's dependent on how you do things, and you're going to see gameplay of it in this video also. So we're going to go to settings really quick. I want you guys to know exactly what settings you need to be a perfect user on this defense and to have great users. So I don't want you guys getting yourself in a position to where you find yourself auto strafing, going for something, and you get yourself in trouble. So first of all, auto strafe must be off. You don't want to have to, you know, come into a situation where you strafe and your player is strafing before you get to the point. I like to strafe as I make turns or cuts or shoot a gap. That's when I like to strafe. Other people like to strafe at different times. Ball hawk, yes, will auto move into position. You want that. You want that. That's where you guys see those situations where the player whips around out of position, where like he'll catch the ball backwards or he'll catch the ball when he didn't see the ball, stuff like that. That's basically what you want. You want ball hawk on. Now, defensive heat seeker used to do something else, but now it does, you know, like if you're running towards somebody, it'll gear you toward them or steer you toward them, like the settings is saying right now. And when you dive, you know, you go directly at them and you dive in their path. If you dive, you're going to dive in their path unless you're behind them or tire. Defensive switch assist. This stops people from clicking on and taking themselves out of the play, but it also can be turned off and it can, you know, help you get into position for the play. It's kind of like, you know, it helps, but it doesn't help, but it does help. I don't know how to explain that. To whereas some people may click on and take themselves out of the play. Some people may click on and pull back on the controller because they're trying to go for an interception and they press it too early. So what this does, it eliminates all of that and you basically stay in position to make the play when you click on. Okay, there we go. So I'm guessing you guys understand. Let's get to this video real quick. So we're going to go and we're going to do this. So here's the first one. We all know everybody loves to run this. So let's put him on like that. You had the two crossers. And then you have to figure out a way to stop them. So we're going to go right here. We're going to base the line. They're going to come out. We're still in the same defense. It's cover 3. But that guy just bagged up. So what we're going to do, base the line. Change those guys to flats. We're going to crash the line out. And we're going to move them out, crash the line out. And I'm going to put Barnett in the spy. And you see how that is right there. Now, for the corners. Triangle, triangle. We're going to take Maddox, the square corner, and put him in an inside quarter. We're going to do the same thing. You see how that play art changed? We're going to do the same thing with circle. Inside quarter. Who that is Sean Jones the fifth. Whatever that is. I'm not good with Roman numerals. So you're going to see how this works out right here. So now those guys are going to base the line. They're going to move up. They're going to be like that. And then we're going to press. Why do I press sometimes? People wonder, why do you press? Why do you press? You get beat over the top. Well, you can't get beat over the top in the inside third. So we're going to hike the ball. Look at how they're passing each other off. You guys see how they're passing them off? Now, it's not a user player, so you have to really... So we're going to do the same setup again. We're going to crash them out. We're going to put Barnett in the spy. The same setup I just told you. Now, hike it again. There was no way he would have ever made that throw. No user player would ever make any of those throws that you guys are seeing right now. You're looking at it and you're saying to yourself like, hey, Trail, I could have threw it in that position right there. Well, yeah, you can throw it, but here's the problem. Chuck it if you want to. Where would you throw it? I'm gonna make this throw right here in this window. He may not be able to get to it, but he can get to it. And when he gets there, he's gonna make a play on that ball. So now we're gonna do it again. You're gonna look here. We're basically looking to try to see where a throw can be made. So this guy's gone. He's taken up in the first couple of steps, so he's gone. And yes, I know it's usually a receiver, but you just want to see how it breaks down. Bam. He bumped him. He rubbed him. Bam. Right here. Right there. There's no way you're going to, and normally they do send out like 3 routes. You see how that's working? You're not going to get that in there. You're not. And it's just like one of those things where, oh, well, you know, I could throw it right here. You're not going to make that throw if you're a user player. Nobody's going to make that throw because it's not as wide open. And if you throw it, you're risking a pick, or you're risking getting hit, or you're risking throwing it out of bounds.